He does need 49, which is a lot. Okay, that's a good card. But still, he needs another 44. Or whatever it is. He needs a lot. Yeah, there's a hard tear. That's not going to cut it, though. Despite how good that was, we still win by 20. And that's going to be GG. Knights just have too many points. So today I want to look at Knights, just because we haven't done a Knight deck since I made that Knight Siege deck, and there were a couple changes, so I guess we'll talk about the big one. I think there's actually just one change, and that's going to be Onslaught. Or, I'm just kidding, guys. Guess the Onslaught changed. It's Knighthood. Knighthood got changed. So it used to be a 6 version card, or 5 version card that would boost a random unit, a unit by 1, 6 times on a row at random. That was a terrible way to put that, but you know what it used to do. Now it's play a knight from your deck and boosted by 1 for each knight you control. And I want to try this out. I think I mentioned that when I went over the patch notes. I want to try this card out. Now, normally for knight decks, what I would do, if you're running just the one scenario, which we are doing here, is Ownermancy is really good because it gets you the Damsel in Distress. We don't have too many thing choices, so I really like having the Ownermancy to do that. And then usually you'd run Amphibious Assault because it gets Grace triggers by boosting cards. Right, Amphibious Assault out like your Knight Errant. We get that boost on it, goes up to 7, and then it boosts itself, and then it triggers its Grace ability that turn, stuff like that. Amphibious Assault's really good. However, I want to try out Knighthood, so we're going to play it instead of Amphibious Assault. I don't think you can run all 3, it's too many provisions and thinning. That's what, like 37 provisions of like tutor cards, and yeah, that's just too much, I think. So we're going to go with Ownermancy Knighthood. And I think Knighthood's pretty good. We're going to try and use it on Unsafe or something to get him pretty big. It's a finisher for a duel. That's ideal. Otherwise, we'll just use it on whatever, because it's going to be a pretty good card. So, now that you mentioned about that, as far as the rest of the deck, we are running Prince Unsafe, like I said, and Damsel in Distress is the big key card here. We've got Vandergrift for carryover. Maiden Shield is fantastic in the round with Damsel in Distress. Otherwise, it's less good. As you play it, when Damsel in Distress is at that last chapter, and you get the Mad Charge, put it on the Maiden Shield, triggers the boosts from the Chapter 1. It's really good. Yeah. And then we've got Vandergrift's Blade. I just like the Blade. The +5 boost it can do. Well, it can do up to more than 5 boosts, depending on the situation. Usually it's going to be like 4 or something, in my experience. But you can use that to boost on Sace. As you can see, boosting on Sace is a pretty big theme here. It's also just pretty good in general. It triggers Grace. Reynard Odo's in here. Boost our units by 1. Again, good synergy. I had 8 provisions left, so I went with Knickers. If you want to run Amphibious Assault, you can cut Knighthood and Knickers for Amphibious Assault in a 4 provision card. That's fine. Not bad at all. I just wanted an extra card to come out of the deck here. This could change if you want. Yeah, there's some options here. Like you could even cut 2 provisions somewhere else, then run a Heat Wave here. So you can cut Blade and Knickers to fit in Heat Wave and a 4. Or Heat Wave and a 6, which is good because you're already running the Ownermancy, so that's not a bad choice either, just so you know. I just feel like trying this out with the Blade still. Then we have Immortals. Immortals and Sorceress are really a round 1 thing we want to do, because we want to save the scenario. I like pushing 2 rounds with Knights, but we'll see how that goes. So this is really good for round 1. Windhelm's pretty good. We got Margarita for a lock. We have 2 Knight Errants, and we've got the Cintron Knights, Redanian Knights, and the Squires. So all the Knight cards, basically, that are bronzes. Then we've got the, well, not quite all of them, but the ones I like with the Grace. Going 1 Peller, 1 Mad Charge, and 1 Forbidden Knowledge. Forbidden Knowledge could be a Spores, so could Mad Charge. Peller I like, the Purify is useful. But yeah, these could change. I just like Forbidden Knowledge because it's a boost card that triggers your stuff. And if you can put it, again, on Sace, you can see the theme here. We want Sace to duel on us deploy. You can use it on him pretty effectively as well. And it's really good on the card Maiden Shield's order goes on. The Bronwyn the Bold order, rather. So it's good on that as well. So that's why I went with it. Spore is a good choice as well. But yeah, this is the deck. Let's see how it does. And I'm kind of excited. I do like Knights. Our first opponent... Stockpile. Okay, this will be interesting. Yeah, this will be interesting. I think I played a game with this the other day. I tried to record this video the other day. I don't know if you saw my post or not. You were subscribed. But yeah, I played 7 consecutive Renfree decks in a row trying to record a video for this. So we're waiting. We're trying again. And we're just going to try again. And hopefully it's not Renfree, just because that'd be a really boring video to watch. So I'm trying again. That's pretty much the only reason there. But yeah, Stockpile Siege, I did play the other day as well, and we won a round 3. A long round 3. Even Mutagenerator, although this guy doesn't have that out yet, which is good for us. Sometimes they run the Curse roll to get the Mutagenerator early. But that was because I had a good round 1. Here, we don't have the best options. We don't have Immortals, which is really annoying. We do have the Damsel in Distress, but I'd rather save that. I think we just... Squires dies to Winch, which is a problem. We don't really have a good card here. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. We don't have Heatwave, so the scariest thing that he could defend her is a Siege. Let's just Purify this Veil, because we don't really have a great use for this Speller. Obviously, this is not a very tempo-oriented play. I think we're going to lose this round. Oh yeah, there's a Reinforcements. We are definitely losing this round. So, he's going to Warfare again. What do we want to play here? Might just play Squire. The best part about... Or we could play, Vial. Vial's not bad. Let's play this. The nice thing about Squire is that this carries over the next thing you play carries over to the next round. So if we can keep that alive and maybe click the order, that'd be really nice.
Left, right.
We will see if that is the case. We can click this order carried over to round 2. That's just like a nice start to round 2. We'll play the Mad Charge if it lives, and then just carry that over. Big if on that. Okay, it did live. So we'll click this. Play Mad Charge. And then we'll pass. See if a Winch comes down here or something. King Radovid. It's not looking great here. He's gonna have... If he passes, he won't have this. He might go for the long round 3 and click this. No. Okay. Round 2 Pressure or round 2 Mutagenerator. One of the two. You should be okay, because we do have Damsel in Distress. We got that carryover from the Squire ability. So be careful what we want to put that on. Onarmancy is really nice to have. Knight Errant's going to be good because this is going to be a long round. This gets us Immortals, which is really good. So the only card we're really missing that I'd like to get is our Vandegrift. So we will try and find him. Probably are getting rid of Knight Errant. That's not bad, but I'd rather have... Squire's what we want to get. Okay, so he's going to Mutagenerator here. That's fine. Our Squire could boost this Squire. It's not too bad. Alternatively, we can just go with the Onarmancy Immortals. But I'd like to have Onarmancy for a Vandegrift if we want to. So first we're going to do this. And then I think we'll play Windhelm and see what happens. Alright. He's going to keep playing this round. So let's Onarmancy out our Immortals. I know Vandegrift would be more points, well, like more eventually. We could also play the Sword and then use that boost on maybe a Knight Errant. But I really want the value from the Immortals. Another nice thing about Immortals, and we'll click this now. The nice thing about Immortals is that the shield potentially blocks like damage from bombardment and stuff like that, which is good. And it'll give us more points in the long run. If we can win ahead, that would be pretty nice. Let's see what else. He's going to have plenty of points. Knight Errant's our next choice. The Knight Errant shield thing infused on Immortals gives you double, like they'll both give you +2, but it usually is gonna die before that becomes important.
Again and again and again.
Gonna start hitting us. I would like to trigger that Grace as fast as possible though, so let's play the Knight Errant. Actually, let's play Windhelm. The nice thing about Windhelm, he's gonna get his shield hit off here. The nice thing is that we can get the Knight Errant infused on it. We'll give it another shield, so we don't need its Grace order. It's a bombardment we talked about. Let's see if we lose the... Okay, so we took some damage. Took some damage. Let's see, do we want to play a Knight from our deck? We can get Vendegrift with this, which would be pretty good. Knight Errant. Let's play our Knight Errant. It might die, and this being injured is sort of annoying, but so I think we'll hold off actually. Let's go with the Knighthood. And let's get our Vendegrift here.
No! No!
Got our +2. Oop, that's annoying. But not unexpected. Definitely not unexpected. Well, this isn't looking the best, if we're going to be honest here. But he does have not many cards left. He's going to get carryover. This thing is the thing is that's annoying is we don't have a great way to trigger Vendegrift. We don't have a way to trigger Grace. So I think what we'll end up doing is just putting this guy over here.
Get thee behind me.
He's going to die. We don't have like a great setup here for this. But we still have Damsel in Distress, so that's not too bad. That's going to be a lot of points. His Henselt's also going to be a lot of points. If he has a Heat Wave, we're in a lot of trouble. But I don't think this deck usually runs Heat Wave. I don't remember, really. The ones I've played lately don't, but you never know what people have. So what do we want to get out? We've lost both our Squires, so what do we get from our scenario? I guess Redanian Knight's the best. Sintra Knight's not the strongest card here. What would I like to draw? Pretty much everything's better than that, except for the Sorceress. Okay, that's not bad. Let's just start with the scenario here. We'll get out that Redanian Knight. We want to be ranged. Let's see if he's got the Heat Wave. Just gonna go play Siege. Alright. So we played range to do this, because we can just Vendegrift's Blade here and kill this thing off. And then our next Knight will have a boost. We want these Graces to trigger. Maiden Shield will get a nice boost next time then. Its Grace will trigger 8, so it should be pretty good. It's gonna ping it. Fine. Could Maiden Shield. We could also on Sace with his melee duel. I like that idea, so we're gonna do that. Play him melee, give him that nice boost, and let's remove this. We've got chapter 1, so we could trigger this, so it doesn't die, and we waste the Grace. We want to use, yeah, I think we want to do this. Just so we make sure that it doesn't die before we get to use its Grace ability, because its Grace ability is worth a bunch of points, like 3 or so. Alright, Henselt time. Henselt Fultus Pride, let's see it. Oh, not yet. Must be saving it for last play. It kind of makes sense. Well, it makes a lot of sense. Let's go Maiden Shield. So this will get a bunch of Grace boosts. Alright, let's give him this. Very nice, and then we'll trigger again.
Every rib's a beef.
All right, now we do have our order here. Lyrian Landsknecht we could lock. We could also lock one of the other guys. Alternatively, we can go in for something like Reynard Odo. Wouldn't be too bad. We don't have a great target for Bronwyn. I guess we'll put it on this, because we do have the Vitality. Henselt's pretty big. I think we just go here. Let's just go here.
My sword is mighty.
We're up by 30, which is a lot. And his battery rams are split right now, which is good. Here comes the Henselt. Volta's Pride's gonna get us a bit. Let's see how close this ends up being. He's gonna fire again. We only need 6. He's gonna quit. I must have counted wrong on the baiting shield earlier. I thought we'd get the leader back. I'll have to check that. But yeah, GG.
For you, my friend, always.
Alright, let's put our knickers back. We're going up against Deadeye Ambush this time. We've got our blade here. Traitor blade from last game. Nah, it wasn't a traitor. We just should have done something different. I was thinking about the Idako and the Selkirk we both wanted to kill. If we don't kill the Idako, the Selkirk gets Zeal and we can't kill it. So we didn't really have a great option there. Once again, we have a vial coming out. Alright, he goes right into a snare. He's checking for a heat wave, I'm sure. That's what he was doing.
Don't budge.
Now he knows we don't have one.
We'll take back what was stolen.
Look at all this. Let's see what he's running. I'm pretty sure I know what he's running. Let's look. Oh yeah, look at this. He's got the heat wave. I don't think we can win this game. Oh, he just got everything. This is what I suspected he'd be running. This is exactly what I thought he'd be running. Every single card. And I don't think we can beat it. Did he Ownermancy this? He Ownermancied it. Do we have Damsel in Distress? We don't. Oh, man. Well, this is bad. Really bad. How do we do anything here? I guess we just play one of these, but
Long live acceptance.
we don't have a way to contest this round, which is usually a death sentence versus this deck. Trying to think if there's any way we can win this game. And now we don't even get the ability, the exposed ability. There's like nothing we can do here, which is really annoying. Maybe we can get this carry over, like a tiny bit of something. Then you can Knighthood our Vendor Grift, but I don't think that matters. It's gonna hit that too. Let's just play... There's no death blow anywhere. Oh, there is. Let's play this guy then.
Gentlemen, mount up.
And we'll have to pass here, and I'm not sure how we can do anything this game, but we'll try. Oh, he's gonna pass here. He's gonna give us the round 3. That seems dumb. But okay. I guess this is our saving grace here. What's this is 8, right? Grace 8. So we can't click it. We do have Knighthood. We could go Blade, kill Erlin, and then use that for a trigger. Let's do that. A long round 3 really suits us better than what we would have otherwise. So what we'll do here is we'll play our Knight Errant. He'll get the boost.
Lay down, my
Give us those shields.
shortly.
And then we can play our Sorceress, remove a shield, trigger this guy's grace. Let's do that. Should be enough. Trigger your grace. That'll be good enough. Could have gone for the Vendor Grift here on the Knighthood, but since we're at 4, we're going to pass immediately. We don't want that. I actually would prefer Knighthood on an Onsace. Be much better for us. So all we want to do is find our best round 3 cards. Block doesn't do anything versus this deck. Any Knight would be better. Our issue is we don't draw a Damsel in Distress, which we really should. We have Onomancy and it in our deck still. If we don't get them, we are going to lose. That's our problem. He's going to set up the Waylays probably here. Probably going to go Vanadane, Waylay, Alyssa. He could also try saving the Vanadane for all the Waylays round 3. In which case it would be nice to have that lock card, but we'll just duel the... our goal is going to be to duel the Vanadane if it lives. Okay, he's going to do it now for the setup. That makes sense. Actually, he's probably go Vanadane, Waylay, Alyssa. Because that way... Alyssa round 3. Because that way you have as much stuff as possible. The thing is, he has a Heat Wave for our Damsel in Distress. So it doesn't do anything. He's just going to discard the Waylays, right? Yeah, there's one. See the other one join it. I guess he has the Heat Wave for our scenario. Without this scenario, there's not much we can do. Which is really frustrating. We don't care about Squirrel. We're going to Alyssa, shuffle the one back into his deck. He's going to hit us with 5. Which is even more than normal. I don't think there's a way we can win this game. We really want Immortals, but if we try and draw Immortals and don't, this card becomes really bad. Oh, we have this for shields, maybe. We just need to draw Immortals. Did not. We don't have... This is a GG here. But, on the plus side, we don't have our scenario, which means you can't Heat Wave it. But there's nothing we can do. Like, there's nothing we can do in this situation to win the game. But we will try, nonetheless. You might think we're holding off on this scenario. By the way, no Onomancy, no scenario still. Happens sometimes. Happens sometimes, and it's really annoying every time. What do we want to play here? I think we just go Reynard. Yeah, let's just go Reynard. It'll help a lot throughout the round.
Majesty knows what she's doing.
You want to get those boosts going. Maiden Shield's going to be hard to trigger. We can do the 9, or we can do the 8. with this. Alright, that gets us to 9, but then we can't do the second one. We won't have a boost for it. And a Knight Errant we can't really play until after he's done his Waylays. Otherwise it dies. We just don't have a... Yeah, nothing's really going to work here. I'm curious to see how much we lose by more than anything else, honestly. That's what I'm most curious about. Let's do this. Maybe Knighthood. The only thing we get with Knighthood is Cintron Knight anyway. And that's not even a good card. Like for this situation we're in. It's not useful. Maybe we can trigger this guy, right? Because we get one from Reynard. We need stuff to be next to Reynard, though. Okay, he's gonna go the Waylays now. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna Vernaciel, though. Like, we will... I'm guessing we lose by 60. That's my guess. But we'll see here. If you guys don't want to watch the rest of this game, that's fine. Just skip ahead. But we will see here. Because I am curious. This has a shield. Let's play that.
What has that witch done?
Alright, come on, buddy. You know you're going to win the game. Just hurry up. I don't really want to quit already, but if you're going to be super slow, I might have to. Let's see, what do we do? I mean, there's nothing Onsays can do, really, other than kill one of these, so I guess we might as well kill one of these. Can't trigger our Knight Errant anymore either. Knighthood, Cintron Knight. Like, our Knight Errant probably gonna end up damaging itself instead of healing. Or boosting, I mean. Some more damage. Do we have a good way? I guess we'll just play Windhelm. He's not gonna get anything good or anything, but this is gonna trigger every turn, except turn he plays Free Company. But we're not gonna wait till he plays Free Company because he'd probably play it last. Is that damage? Like I said, my guess was we lose by 60, so we're gonna find out. Go Maiden Shield. Trigger this, get Bronwyn. She's gonna die to Vernaciel right now. Maybe we should have triggered the shield on Windhelm. Here comes the Vernaciel. It doesn't matter what we do, it's just what I'm saying.
Aim between the eyes. Leave none alive.
Can't trigger anything's Grace.
As you wish. No mercy.
His last card's Heat Wave. Well, that's nice.
Get thee behind me.
Oh, it's just the spores. Okay. So we never drew Heat Wave, which is good for him. If we actually drew our scenario, we would have won this game.
Follow me.
Alright, we lose by 51. If we drew our scenario, we win, because he didn't get his Heat Wave. But we didn't have our scenario. Got Deadeye ambush. Alright, Deadeye ambush. Like, we need a round 1 that's good here. Like, we need to be able to contest round 1 without our scenario. His hand does not look great for that. Just start with Windhelm.
You shall never surrender.
Starting with him is nice because we can always tactical decision him. He loses his shield and he can't ping it with his Swordmaster yet. Like this turn at least. There's the Swordmaster. I think we Venegar's Blade this. We want to make sure we can contain our Windhelm's shield here. Alright, I wonder what he's waiting for. He's gonna go into the scenario. Yep. So how do we keep up sufficient pressure in this round? We don't have Immortals, but we can still use the Knight Errant shields if we can get them big. And one will get big now, but I think I'd rather play Squire.
Long sword, baby sword. Army sword, bastard sword.
He's gonna have to set up all this stuff. He's gonna have to set up the Waylays and stuff. We can go tactical decision on Knight Errant to get more shields if he hits ours off. I think we might just go Sorceress next. Remove Windhelm's shield, and then give him his new one, and then go into Knight Errant next turn. Oh, if he's going to ping the shield off, we don't have to worry about that. Let's click this. Go Knight Errant. We'll just hit him with the tactical advantage here. Give ourselves some shields. That should be pretty good. Get our knickers out. And yeah, this is looking alright. Looking alright. Actually, it's looking really good. Let's be honest here. This is actually looking good. We did go first, though, so it's not as good as it could be. He's definitely going to want to play here. And we're going to want to pressure round 2. But the question is he going to have his Heat Wave then? Dawnmare of Troy is a knight I'd like to fit in here. But it doesn't fit nicely. Oh, there's a Heat Wave? Oh, never mind. That's really good for us. I was not expecting that to come down. Let's play another Knight Errant then.
Lay down, my lady. I shall be with
He's going to hit it with a Waylay. And he might kill it, because he can go with another one of these, or the 3 damage elf, and then finish off the Knight Errant with Waylay. That'd be annoying. But he's already played 1. I don't think you keep 2 of the Dolbathon Archer Ladies in your hand. He's got that instead. That works for him. Annoying. Alright, let's go with a Sorceress. It's not too bad.
Huh? What is it?
Have our discounted, what's it called? Guy. That was really helpful. Our discount Immortals. The one-time use. He might pass here. Do we take a round on even? Not down a card. I don't think. Although, maybe it's good if we do, because he won't have anything set up. We're just going to play a Waylay. Okay. Let's remove this shield. I give him a new one. And play this. Actually, let's play Reynard. Reynard gets us more tempo.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
And we can use his order with a grace charge to give us a bunch of points. He's gonna shuffle.
Death would be a mercy you do not
Setting up his
deserve.
combo.
Best give up now.
I don't mind playing everything except the Damsel in Distress. Whereas I think he might mind playing every card in his hand. The thing is, he might have a Spores. If he's got a Spores, this whole plan's gonna fail. And we're gonna lose uneven. So that's really bad. That could be why he's still going. I was gonna go Vernacio.
Aim between the eyes. Leave none alive.
Interesting. If we trigger anything's Grace here, that's Grace 8. We can trigger this thing's Grace.
Long live
Gets a +1. See what else he's got. This I really don't want to play. Which is why we're looking to trigger Graces there, but we can only trigger the one.
Swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn.
He's going to win on even if we don't play our scenario. Fine. If we lose this scenario, we lose any chance of winning this game. Well, we don't lose anything. We has to play his last card. We lose. That's what I'm saying. Not uneven, but we lose. But if we play our scenario here, we lose any chance we have of winning this game. He has no Vernacio, which is a big loss for him. And he still has to draw his ooh, this is an interesting hand. 1 knight, 2 knights. He's probably gonna pressure us. This isn't bad then. Let's see what he wants to do. If he drew his Simloss, he might go for it here. Let's see. He's gonna decide. Let's see what this is. Might just be like a.
This is our
Okay, so his hand is
land,
1
You're not welcome here.
Waylay and 1 probably Simloss. Let's play this. It blocks the Waylay damage nicely.
No faces, no hearts.
Alright, so that's going to be all he wants to do. Let's just go Knighthood into our Vendegrift then. We'll get the Resilience.
No! No!
He's going to shuffle back this way. Like, he's going to have the full Simloss thing. We'll just kind of have to see if we can beat it. He has no Vernacio, but I'm still not convinced it'll go well. We'll have to wait and see here. So this is not a good card. This is alright. Like, we can play this and he can't hit anything. But what else do we have? Maiden Shield and Ownermancy. Ooh, those are cards we want. What do we shuffle back? Probably put back Sintron Knight. Actually, we want to pull out these Squires, right? If we don't have another one, we want to pull out Squires. So we'll put this back. Oh, this hand's so... This hand could be so much better. But it's what we have to work with, so we will work with it. Let's get our Squires out. He will probably hit us right now with the whatever it's called, Simloss. The thing is, we only have 1 Grace, which is really bad for this situation. really bad. We'll do this. And I think we'll just play this vial so we get full value from it. At least theoretically full value. Let's see, what are you gonna do, buddy? What is your plan? It's gonna be Simlost Waylays. He still has Free Company and Isengrim, probably. So we'll see. That's a lot of value. Gonsace isn't gonna have a good dual target.
I never miss.
This actually isn't looking bad. We'll go Cintra Knight here, since we can actually trigger his Death Blow rather. And we will trigger his Grace here because we want to do that before he dies. He's up to 3. Then we'll Mad Charge Vandergrift after we play on Sace next to it. I think we're good. Although it's never safe to say that until they've played their Simlost turn. Here it is. It's got all 4. The question is, he gonna kill Vandergrift. It'd be best for him if he killed Vandergrift. I'm not sure he will. He might try and deny us this value. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. He's hovered over what we want him to hit, because sometimes that works. Let's play on Sace here. We'll give on Sace the Mad Charge, because we can leader Vandergrift, right? Because no, we can't leader Vandergrift. That's right. So we'll go here. The melee. Give you the Mad Charge. Trigger your Grace. And then we'll just duel one of these. Our last card is sadly a Peller. Isengrim Free Company, what's 11 and then 12? Was 23, gets him to 37. We should be good. Heatwave is a potential card he might have. I'm just kidding. He would have hit that on Damsel in Distress. I think we're good. There's a Yavin. That's a card also. 5 damage. We just have this Peller. Doesn't gonna do very much. And we'll just boost this by 3. He might have an Igni or a Yurden, which would be really sad. Just an Isengrim. Okay. We should be good. GG. Revenge for the earlier Deadeye Ambush player. Onslaught. So probably a Voyage deck. I have not actually seen a Renfree deck with this yet. Mostly Renfree Vampires, some Renfree Nilfgaard. Hopefully this is not. Control should be... Control will be a little annoying for us to deal with. We might want this Peller, because he might try and Defender a Croc. Maybe. Probably not worth keeping though. So we want to go Immortals and Sorceress round 1. The thing with the Immortals is that these decks sometimes run Vigo's Muzzle, so that's kind of potentially an issue, but if he steals the Immortals, then he's not stealing Vandergrift. So like that's probably a win. Let's just play the Immortals here. Let's see what he's gonna do. Knickers comes out, that's handy. Okay, so we might not even need to play our Sorceress. We don't even need to play our Sorceress this turn. We could Margarita. I think that's a good choice, although we might want it for Croc. Probably want it for Croc. Let's play our Knight Errant.
Fill my cure.
Gonna hit it with this. We're missing out one of the shields. Right, because the shield will go on this side. But at least we have it on the Immortals. Longship coming in. I don't think we could really do bad that way. I mean, we could unsace it, but I don't really want to. This card I expect to die. Our Sorceress. Then again, we're up getting a pretty fair advantage here. You expect him to like leader this Sorceress down, basically. I guess he'd have to double leader. Maybe he doesn't want to. This wouldn't be a bad time to play Vandergrift. Because I think he's thinking about passing. So we're going to go for the Vandergrift kill. That makes sense. Expected him to. Oh, we got Terror of the Seas out of him, though. That's really good. That's nice. What else do we want to play here? Squires really isn't the best play, so I'll just hit it with a leader charge. It's also not a bad play, honestly. It also gives us an option for a bit of carryover, potentially, if he decides not to kill it, which he probably will, but we'll see. I mean, he could just hit it with a ping and then like a 2 damage card. Okay, he's gonna pass. Now this guy is going to have Heat Wave. Maybe we should run Donmir of Troy over Knickers. I think we should. I'll make a change afterward. I'll mention it at the end. But since I think he has Heat Wave, we want to pressure round 2 just because it's the least likely. If we do it, he might not have it. He probably does, but he might not. You know what I'm saying? The Squire's in here, right? Yes, we do. Okay. Squire. This deck pretty much always has Heat Wave. The question is, did he draw it yet? So we're playing the Damsel now, in case he didn't. Honestly, we probably should have played it ranged, because we do have these 2 Redanian Knights. But what are you going to do? Except be smarter next time. It's still fine, because we can play the Reynard next turn, we can play the Maiden Shield, and it'll spawn the Braun one on the other side of him. That's still fine. This would have been a little smarter. There's a Croc. Okay. Okay, so no Heat Wave. Do we want to lock with Margarita? Yes, we do. Let's do that now. Then we'll trigger this. Croc's definitely a card we want to lock. He might have a Purify, but... He's gonna Pelor it. Yeah, he has a Purify. We'll go Reynard here. Ownermancy Maiden Shield.
Company, forward march!
Then we might get Prince Onsace with this Warfare card, honestly, instead of the Maiden Shield. It depends. Like, the Maiden Shield's getting... Because we could play Bronwyn and then Leader with the Bronwyn on Onsace too. We'll see. It's probably best just to go with the Maiden Shield, honestly. Although it means we can't kill Croc. What are you gonna get here? The deranged Corsair coming in ranged row? That's my guess. Yeah. Hopefully he misses. He does. Okay, so that's good for us. Let's go in with the Ownermancy. This seems like the best choice. Go in here, get our Maiden Shield. Hit it with this.
Long live the king!
We'll trigger its grace again. Get some boosts going. We do have Bronwyn now, and we've got these guys. Your grace 12, right? Yeah, 12. What are we gonna Knighthood? Windhelm would be pretty good. The thing with Windhelm is he's gonna, yeah, has this cataclysm damage. So I think the actual best choice here is going to be a Knight Errant. So we'll pick that. The other nice thing about the Knight Errant is it'll give us shields, and those shields will be pretty nice considering the ping damage we're about to get. We could have used the Bronwyn on that, but I want to save it to see if we want to on it on Sace.
Winds howl, waves crash.
Okay. So Bronwyn. We can click this now. Do we want to go on Sace with Bronwyn? We could dual Croc. What does this do? It's the same. This is 3. That you play him, he goes to 7, he goes to 10. We can trigger this. I think that's our best option here. So we'll play on Sace melee. Give it the Bronwyn ability. Use this on it. Click this. Get rid of this. And we should be in a very, very strong position. Our Redanian Knights are really not going to do much, though. This is basically as many points as we're going to get. But they'll do something. We're going to play this one melee because it gets boosted by Reynard, and then hopefully our Maiden or our Knight Errant keeps going up. Am I calling this Reynard? Yeah, it is Reynard. Okay, cool. I thought we were being stupid for a minute there. It's gonna kill that. We can just put. I think we'll just put our other one there too. Honestly. Let's see what he wants to do. He does need 49, which is a lot. Okay, that's a good card. But still, he needs another 44. Or whatever it is. He needs a lot. Yeah, there's a hard tear. That's not going to cut it, though. Despite how good that was, we still won by 20. And that's going to be GG. Knights just have too many points. So what do I think about the deck? Would I change? All that stuff. So overall, Knights are a really good engine and point slam deck in the round with Damsel in Distress. That being said, a lot of that strong round comes from the Damsel in Distress, so I think we do want to include Donmir of Troy as a defender. And probably Dandelion because he's cool. So I think we'll throw in Dandelion. His ability is really useful later on. I think we'll throw in Donmir of Troy. Now, Selkirk's also an option. The thing is here, I think with the... Where is... The Venegriff's Blade. I like it, but I don't think it's quite cutting it in the deck, unfortunately. I think we'll remove it. And as far as the rest... I don't know if we need Margarita. She hasn't seemed too good so far. And I do like Knickers, but I think we can make a little bit better by taking him out. And potentially Margarita for a 4. Then we'll change this to Crystal Skull because of Dandelion. Let's see, how do I think about this? How do I feel about it? Another 4. It's a 4 Persian card we can put in. There's no knights left, I believe. Actually, I think there might be. There's this guy, right? These two. Played or summoned from deck, boost by 3. It's not that good. Throw this in for a second here. So we're making a few more changes than I normally do in these videos, but yeah, what I'm talking about here is I think we want... I like Knighthood. The thing is, I don't think we need the Knickers. Knickers is nice, but we could use those provisions to squeeze in Donmir and Dandelion instead. The issue is now we don't have a lock, but with only one lock, it's usually not enough to stop any deck with a scary engine anyway. Something like Keltalis, one lock's not going to cut it because it purifies and unlocks. So I don't think that'll actually work here. Keltalis, by the way, is a really scary card to go up against. Just thinking if you're... I would like to fit a Heatwave in this deck as well. I know we're making a lot of changes here, but just thinking through here, I would like a Heatwave. Is Knighthood good enough? Like, honestly, Knighthood hasn't done very well. We've never really needed it since we have the Odomancy, and the boost hasn't been super impactful. We could also cut Donmir. But Donmir goes well with Dandelion. It also goes well with Maiden's Shield. Or Damsel in Distress, I mean. Alright, so yeah, this is, I think, what we're going to do, guys. And while we're here, what I think I am going to do is I'm going to cut either Donmir, or I'm going to cut Knighthood, and then run the Heatwave. I think we're going to try this. So yeah, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try this. I think this will be a little better. We can have issues with other scenario decks, like I was saying, I don't remember if it was in these games, but the Cultist scenario is really scary. Having this to stop the round 1 scenario from the Quad Waylay Deadeye Ambush deck is really helpful. So I think we do really want this in here. And Knighthood didn't really do us a lot of favors in these games. So I think we're going to go with this. But yeah, overall, the deck is pretty solid, even the other version, which I will go back to so I share the correct deck code. But yeah, I think the deck's pretty good. I have a lot of fun with Knights. If you like seeing numbers go up, they're a great deck for that. Because when you get that Maiden, or the Damsel in Distress round, especially the Maiden Shield going, you get some points real fast, and it is very satisfying. So it's pretty fun to play. But yeah, I think this is what we'll go with. And thankfully, we didn't run into... Well, we ran into a few run-free decks, so I'm going to cut those out of the games here because that's pretty boring. Because we've seen enough of those last season. So I'll cut those games out. But other than that, we'll see everything. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with another deck next time. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.